Okay, January 5th, 2011. This is lionnews00.blogspot.com. We're trying to call Teresa Fredrickson to tell them about the information that we gathered from this Timothy Osby. So I talked to the Meeker County courthouse, and they said that I had to talk to Teresa Fredrickson, who happens to be the court administrator for both. So now we're going to call back to Teresa again.
You have reached the Kennewick County Court Administrator's Office. I do not understand that request. You have reached the Please hold while I transfer your call. Court Administration, this is Teresa.
Hi, this is Terry Numbers. How's it going?
Yes, great.
Well, that's good. I was talking to one of your deputies in Meeker County about...
Emailed me, so I'm filled in on what you're calling about.
Oh, okay. So so where are you at in my conversation then?
That you asked her to write down a bunch of information that you wanted to share with Judge Strange?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so that's what you know so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I had talked to Timothy Osby. You know who he is, right?
No.
Excuse me?
I know him well.
Okay, good. Well, anyhow, I had brought some information to his attention that there was a fraudulent document in the Pope County court records. It's a case number 61.
I've got all that.
Okay. So you have the information about the phone.
Yippers.
Okay, so you have all that information.
As
Okay.
far as I know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad she was thorough. All right. Well, anyhow, I had spoken to this Timothy Osby, and I told him about this fraudulent document with a perjured testimony in it. And I asked him if he was going to contact the Attorney General's office, the FBI, or the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. You know, what was he going to do? Well, anyhow, actually I talked to him a couple of days ago. Then I didn't get a chance to get his phone call, and he left a message, told me to call him back yesterday. And he said he had an answer for me, and his answer for me was that I was supposed to contact the Attorney General's office and Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board, blah, 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 when this is a criminal matter, not a civil matter. And so what he was trying to tell me was there's two different sets of laws, you know, apparently in your district court or something like that, because he figured that I should be reporting these crimes instead of him. I mean, it's your file, it's your judge, you know, Judge John Stafsholt, one of your judges, and so that's why I wanted to tell this to Chief Judge Stephen Drange that, it's kind of very upsetting that for one thing, your district court administrator wants to put this on me. I mean, I'm not in charge of public health or safety, you understand what I'm trying to say?
We're not in charge of that either. We're just kind of the people that accept the paperwork, provide the files and so forth, filings that are provided to the court. We give them to the judges make decisions, and we record the dispositions. That's all we can do. That's our whole role.
Well,
so if there are complaints, Tim Osby gave you the right information. If there are public complaints, they need to be made by the public, the powers that be that can investigate something.
Well, it's like I said, it's
have that power.
Right, but see, that's
that authority.
Right, but see, I didn't issue this paperwork. I didn't file this paperwork. I didn't hire this judge. I mean, this is your judge, your paperwork. So that's why I want to make sure that Chief Judge Drange knows what's going on here. I mean, he's an...
Write him a letter. That's the best bet. He's not allowed to talk to people ex parte.
Well, I don't have a court case with him, so...
Write a letter, and he would do what he needs to do from his perspective. That's how things are handled.
So, in other words, I'm going to write him a letter, and he's going to tell me to contact the the Attorney General's office and file a complaint with the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board? Is that that's what he's going to do?
I don't know what he's going to say, but I would say that's probably options that he will give you.
Right, because I'm sure that Timothy Osby doesn't, well, I'm sure Timothy Osby doesn't make a decision without talking to Chief Judge Drange, so I'm sure Chief Judge Drange is...
I can't tell you. I haven't talked to Tim about it personally.
Well, that's why I'm giving you the information so you can give it to Judge Drange. I mean, you obviously have the information, you just don't want to hand it over to him, that's all.
Verbal information, I'm sorry. You need to put that in writing.
Well, actually, it isn't. It's
our position.
It's something that it's part of your court record.
Our court records are court records. You can come and view our court records. You can determine what the court records mean.
Well, I had a former assistant.
We cannot interpret anything for you.
Well, see, I had a former assistant attorney general contact the Lawless Pope County Court Administrator's office, and he confirmed the fact that there was no warrant. So, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that it's a perjured document, a fraudulent document with perjured testimony in it, and that your Judge John Stafsholt knowingly, willingly, intentionally signed it, knowing that there was no warrant. You see it?
Whatever you want to tell him, you can put it in writing and be happy to get it to him for you.
Well, I've already given you the information, so I would think it's your job to inform him of that. I mean, Timothy Osby had no problem with me, giving me, or I gave him the information over the phone. He took it.
You're asking something different of me. You're asking me to provide that information as the middle person to the chief judge, and I'm not able to do that.
You don't talk to him?
That in writing.
You don't talk to him? You just got done saying that your deputy...
No, I don't.
You just got done saying your deputy sent you an email, so obviously all you need to do is print the information out.
No, I won't do that.
Well, I understand that because there's two different sets of laws. See? Same thing that Timothy Osby was trying to drill into my head yesterday. Are you still there? Oh no, it appears she hung up on me.